How we doing? It's Monday Fun Day. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hope everybody had a blessed weekend. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy Mother's Day with their wives and their family. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, man. Salute. Shout out to all the moms out there. You know, it's tough times. It's tough times, but you know, we wouldn't be able to advance forward if it wasn't for, women. We wouldn't be able to advance forward if it wasn't for women, man. So that's the reason God created women for men. You know what I'm saying? So always keep that in the right perspective. God created woman for man. And they've been a blessing, you know. So salute and shout out to all the mothers. Fast forward, Monday, y'all, just NBA been, been getting a little serious. So you've been having teams come back from 0-2 leads to tie the series and even the series. So it looked like we're gonna have a long series. But I know one thing is that that June deadline is coming up. So teams gonna need to be wrapping these series up. So I don't know if we're gonna see game sevens or whatever, but I know we need to, progress along according to how the NBA schedule works. But Minnesota, New York Knicks blow 0-2 series lead and a chance to really put their foot on the necks of their opponents, of the Indiana Pacers and the Denver Nuggets. Mind you, Denver Nuggets in Minnesota series, the home team have lost every game in the series so far. And that's weird to me because Minnesota and Denver have been two of the best home teams throughout the entire league. They've been two of the best home teams throughout the entire league. So it's very ironic that the NBA champions blow 2 games at home to a Minnesota Timberwolves team, you know what I'm saying, trying to build a championship contender. A team that they beat 4-1 last year in the NBA playoffs. So that was very, very strange. And for the games to go the way they did in Denver, and then turn around and all of a sudden now you're seeing the same situation with Minnesota. It's like Minnesota forgot how to play basketball. Minnesota forgot how to play basketball, and that was the weirdest thing to me. Because I was just like, wait a minute. I seen the way they played in Denver. They made it look real convincing. Real convincing. So I'm like, okay, you're going home in front of your home fans. And then it's just weird and ironic that, okay, the Joker gets the MVP, and then all of a sudden now he's playing like an MVP. But I'm like, the first 2 games, the Joker didn't really play like an MVP. So it took for him to get the award, for him to get a little extra motivation or whatever. I don't know, but that is very, very weird sometimes on how the NBA works. On how the competition levels change from game to game. 1 minute you come out lethargic, and then players talking about that's on me, that's on me. Why wouldn't you come out and love to play the game that you get paid millions of dollars to play? You have shoe endorsements. You know what I'm saying? Your family is taken care of and set up for life, your children. And you come out lethargic with no energy, it's no passion. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, I don't understand why all of the players don't play the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? With a high level of intensity, a high level of attention to details. It's just weird. It's weird as hell. Make sure y'all hit them thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And then on the other side of the spectrum, Denver showed why they're the defending NBA champions. I don't think that they're going to win it this year, but nonetheless, they showed their resiliency, you know what I'm saying, the heart of a champion, and they bounced back and got 2 important wins to steal back home court. Now you take it back to the Mile High City, where they have a chance to really put their foot on Minnesota's necks, you know what I'm saying, and set themselves up for a potential series clincher back over in Minnesota. Salute, Realty. What's good with your boy? So now we want to talk about the Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. The New York Knicks were fortunate to get 2 wins at home because they had to come back late in those ball games to pick those 2 wins up, and there was a lot of chitter chatter, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of talk about the referees. Rick Carlisle said, we're going to go into the front office, we're going to file a complaint because the referees, we feel like we've been getting the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we've been seeing. But at the end of the day, you only can control what you can control. Whether that helped them or not, all I know is that the Knicks went back to Indiana and they got smacked both games. So Indiana really has been the better team in this series, in my opinion. The Indiana Pacers have been the better team in this series. But the Indiana Pacers are young and they're trying to learn how to close important playoff basketball games. It's easy to play at home. When you got to go on the road and play in hostile environments, we're seeing that right now. So the Indiana Pacers nodded at 2 because Indiana's outstanding play in transition, their energy level has been, you know what I'm saying, on all-time high. And the Knicks sometimes have a lot of inconsistency scoring the basketball. Now, mind you, I do think they played better under Tom Thibodeau's led, you know what I'm saying, offensive structure. I think Tom Thibodeau's offense plays a little faster, you know what I'm saying? But it helps when you have great players and great shooters that can kind of make your dry-ass offense look better at times. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're seeing from the Knicks. They have really great offensive one-on-one players in shooting, and they make Tom Thibodeau look good. But we know that the Knicks under Tom Thibodeau-led defense is always going to be one of the top defenses. They're always going to play hard. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I just feel like the offense has those stretches to where they can't score. And that's crucial, especially when you're talking about trying to win playoff games, you know what I'm saying, playoff series. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of injuries. A lot of players are banged up. It's no excuse, but let's just call it what it is. Everybody at this point of the season, somebody is dealing with something. So you can't really use the injuries as an excuse. The game sometimes will be physical, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then the wear and tear that it just takes on your body as a whole. That's why being in shape, especially basketball shape, that's very, very essential. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very essential to going out there and performing at the level that everyone expects you to perform at. You know what I'm saying? The Indiana Pacers have done a really, really good job of putting the Knicks on their heels and really not letting them get in a rhythm. I think that the Indiana Pacers are building something special. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might just need like another big to help Miles Turner, because Miles Turner isn't really the rim protector and the force, you know what I'm saying, in the paint that you would like him or expect him to be. But they have, you know, NBA champion in Pascal Siakam. Tyrese Halliburton, first-time All-Star this year. They have a lot of good pieces over there. Aaron Nesmith, you know what I'm saying, 3-and-D guy. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Nembhard, another 3-and-D guy. They have players. Obi Toppin, I love Obi Toppin. I think Obi Toppin can kind of be if you ask me, I think Obi Toppin can be the Julius Randle of the New York Knicks. With his size and his athleticism, hey, Heron, I see you, salute. With his size and athleticism, Obi Toppin can be really, really good basketball player, but Obi Toppin is just happy that he's gotten out of that Knicks situation, because him and Tom Thibodeau did not see eye to eye. But it makes no sense because you signed his brother, which is essentially the same player, technically. Athleticism, supreme athleticism, and might be able to knock down a jump shot. So what was the whole point of getting rid of one brother and signing the next brother when they essentially have the same game? Makes no sense. So I thought Obi Toppin might have been able to be Obi Toppin might be able to be a better fit for the Knicks, because Precious Achiuwa really isn't giving the Knicks a lot of productivity in his spot minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes he's prone to turning the basketball over. He's not really a strong jump shooter. Yeah, he's a good defender, but at the end of the day, sometimes you need to replace an injured guy. You need that productivity offensively, and I don't think that he provides that for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that he can't, but his game hasn't developed yet. You got to understand, Precious Achiuwa came out after his freshman year, I think, at University of Memphis. So people need to really pay attention to that too. But Rick Carlisle, you're always going to see an up and down, fast-paced offense. Rick Carlisle's teams really don't have great defenses. They have great defensive players, or good defensive players, but they don't preach defense more so than they preach offense in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Make sure y'all hit them thumbs up when you step in the building. So the Knicks have squandered a 2-0 lead. Indiana done a good job to battle back and fight, and now that series is tied. Now this series really can go any way. So this game 5 is really going to dictate who's going to win the series. If the Knicks can somehow win this game 5, I think the Knicks can win the series. If Indiana wins game 5, then I think Indiana can win the series and has all the momentum, in my opinion. Because I think Indiana poses a little stronger threat than the Philadelphia 76ers did. So it'll be a little bit more harder to win on the road in Indiana for the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. You know, Jalen Brunson looked like a shell of himself yesterday. He couldn't. Everything that Jalen Brunson shot yesterday was short. The whole Knicks team, for that matter. And can we go ahead and point back to the extended minutes that these players have logged throughout the whole season? Is that finally catching up to the New York Knicks? It seems like it caught up to them last night. Every shot they took was short, front of the rim. That tells me that you don't have any legs on your shot. When your shots fall short, you don't have any legs. And if you don't have any legs, that's an indication to me that you're tired. You know what I'm saying? You're drained. Because you need your legs in order to create enough torque and get enough elevation on your jump shot. You need your legs for that. And your core. So could it be that, you know, Tom Thibodeau's game plan of playing these players 40 plus minutes is starting to bite him in the ass? We don't know. But that's why I say every great defensive coach needs an offensive-minded assistant coach. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have offensive-minded and defensive-minded basketball players. So that's very, very essential to winning. You gotta have the right mixture. You gotta have the right mixture. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Indiana Pacers, they need to sometimes slow their offense down and don't play so fast, because they already have an efficient offense as it is. Take advantage of their opportunities in transition, but they need to understand how to get stops. Timely stops, key stops. It's all about defense in the end. If you want to give yourself a chance to win, the NBA is already an offensive-driven league. It's so easy to score in the NBA with the space, freedom of movement, and the threes that these NBA teams take on a night-in, night-out basis. You know what I'm saying? So these teams need to understand, you know what? We need to get stops. If they had the mentality that one stop per possession, just one stop per possession, that's how you adopt the mentality and put the emphasis and focus on, oh, we need to get a stop. So if everybody adopted the mentality like, we need one stop to win the game, and we get a stop, we win. If they had that mentality throughout the whole game, that every possession we needed to stop, then I guarantee you that teams like the Indiana Pacers and these other teams who's not so strong defensively, you know what I'm saying, would be able to like separate themselves because of how great their offense is. You see what I'm saying? So the Knicks need to put more emphasis on that. Make sure you hit them thumbs up when you come up in the building, man. It's the real E-Leezy. You know what it is. So New York Knicks need to do a better job of guarding the three-point line and containing dribble penetration and then rebounding. Shit, every team need to do that, to be honest with you. So the Knicks need to start their own fast break and get out in transition. I feel like Josh Hart can put pressure on that team in transition, and then look for Dante DiVincenzo in transition. Because in transition, it seems like teams are always losing a player here or there, and they're giving up wide open jump shots in transition. So the Knicks need to be able to play with a little bit more pace. The ball needs to move a little bit more, and they need to be more intentional and increase their level of intensity at the point of attack. Meaning that when you get the ball, don't hold it. Make quick, strong, decisive moves. See, a lot of these players, they make indecisive moves. See, if you hesitate long enough, you allow defenses to rest and to sit there, you know what I'm saying, and sort of get in a rhythm and lock in. Even if they're not really a great defensive team, if you don't make the defense move and make them shift and make them communicate and give extra efforts and rotate on defense, then you're probably going to be stuck in a situation where you're going to have to go one-on-one. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we know that it's hard to sustain going one-on-one for a whole game. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just is. You need to, body movement, ball movement, you know what I'm saying, will get your defense to shift, put them in uncomfortable situations, get them in spots to where they might miss a rotation or they miss a communication. You know what I'm saying? Those are essential. You have to make sure you have ball movement, body movement. You know what I'm saying? So we need to really, really keep that and put that in the right perspective. So we'll see how this series plays out going back to New York. But I just feel like they need to start running a little bit more high-low action. You know what I'm saying? I would run a high-low action with Josh Hart and Hartenstein. Hartenstein is a capable passer, you know what I'm saying, out of the post and out of that high post. And then, you know, you got a physical presence like Josh Hart who loved to bang. You can run that, you know what I'm saying, either way. Get the mismatch, somebody set a cross screen for Hartenstein and get the smaller defender switched up on the Hartenstein, deck it into Hartenstein, and you know Hartenstein got those floaters all day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they need to, like change things up and start making some adjustments. You know what I'm saying? The pressure that Indiana's putting on the Knicks, forcing them to go one-on-one and take tough shots. After that, they're just rebounding and getting out of transition. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how Indiana wants to play. It's transition-based. And the Knicks need to play a more efficient style of offense to limit Indiana's transition style of play. Because once Indiana gets the rebound, they're out. And that's what I be trying to say. You have to be able to push the ball on a make or a miss. Indiana does a good job of doing both. Kind of sort of like how the Warriors put pressure on you. Steve Kerr likes to play so fast that sometimes you're going to have to live with the turnovers and the mistakes because you're giving these guys so much freedom to do what they want to do with the ball on offense that you're just going to have to live with turnovers. Like, it's sad to say that, but that's the risk that you take of trying to play super fast. And we've seen that the Warriors have always made a living off of playing fast and getting teams in unpeculiar situations and uncomfortable situations in transition to where now their defense, you know what I'm saying, is a little bit scrambled. It's just that the Warriors really don't have the same personnel to play that style of basketball right now, and you're seeing that they're hurting because of that. And Steve Kerr needs to start making adjustments and start learning a more efficient style of offense suited to get other players outside of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson shots. You know what I'm saying? You have more than capable enough players, you know what I'm saying, who can score in that mid-post in that mid-post. So the Warriors are going to have to figure that out. And Indiana runs the same style of offense. Spread the game, fast pace, up and down. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. So, series tied 2-2 going back to New York. We'll see if the Knicks can respond. We'll see if the Knicks can respond. But Indiana has played well in New York both games. You know what I'm saying? A couple of times, calls didn't go their way, but that's life. You got to set yourself up and not blow leads. Understand how to close games and how to maintain the leads. I know the NBA is hard. It's a lot of talent on the floor, but you can't blow double-digit leads. You won't win the game. Look what happened with the Lakers. They blew double-digit leads every game. They blew a double-digit lead in every last game, which ultimately led to their demise and sent them home, gone fishing. So you got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, sustain and keep those leads. Going back to the Denver series, three-time MVP, 3 MVPs in the last 4 years, Nikola Jokic. Showed up and showed out last night. You know what I'm saying? Got some favorable calls. I thought that the Joker should have been whistled for more fouls, in my opinion. Thought he got away with it. He gets away with a lot of pushing and chicken winging and, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff. And then when you try to play physical with him, they instantly call foul. So I don't like the way they officiate some of these superstars, but he's the face of the league. You know, the NBA, when the NBA chooses the face of the league, they're going to make sure that they do everything they can to protect their investment. You know what I'm saying? But the Joker did exactly what the Joker normally does. And I agree with Charles Barkley, and I've been quoted saying the same thing for a long time. Guard the best players one-on-one. That's it. Hard hedge and recover on high pick and rolls. But I'm making the best players. If you got the Joker, and Jamal Murray, I'm just going to play them straight up one-on-one. If they make and take tough shots, salute, Cam, what's good with you? If they make and take tough shots, tip your hat off to him. But I'm not allowing the Aaron Gordons to get 20, the Christian Browns to get 10, the Justin Holidays to get 10, the Reggie Jacksons to get 12 or 10. You have to do your due diligence and cut and shut down all the other role players. If you shut down the role players, you give yourselves a chance. Look what happened in the game with yesterday. Anthony Edwards dropped career high in the playoffs. 43 points, 45 points. But guess what? They shut down all the others. They shut down all the other guys. They said, Ant-Man, we just going to let, because you know why? The great players in the NBA are going to get their numbers, whether they take a high volume of shots or not. But you want them taking a high volume of shots because you know what that does? It kills the energy, you know what I'm saying, and the vibe of your offense because those other guys aren't really involved. And that's why I say Kyrie and Luka, let them go one-on-one. You just play physical and you can test shots. But I'm not going to allow P.J. Washington to get 25, Derek Lively to get 15, Derrick Jones Jr. to get 12, Josh Green to get another 8, 10. You have to limit the role players' production when it comes to the playoffs because the role players are the unsung heroes to any good championship team. It's always the unsung heroes. Look what the hell Denver did last year with their unsung heroes. The Jeff Greens, the Bruce Brown Jr.'s. Think about this, y'all. Those are unsung heroes. And it goes all the way back to 15, 20, 25, 30 years ago. The role players play a key part in the success. They're capable. They just have been they've been chosen to play a specific role for the betterment of the team. But let's not get it twisted. These players were their top high school players in the nation and then went on to do good things in college too as a highly touted and recruited player coming out of high school. These players understand how to play. But in order to sustain a long-lasting career and make a lot of money in the NBA, you have to kind of settle into a certain role. You can't be the guy. Everybody can't be that guy in the NBA. P.J. Washington in high school was that guy. In college, he had a solid college career. You know what I'm saying? For the length that he stayed at Kentucky. I think he came out after his sophomore or maybe his freshman year. Might have been his freshman year, to be honest with you. Because most of Kentucky's players are one and done. John Calipari puts them one and done and they're off to the NBA. Just like a lot of these top colleges now, everything is one and done. So P.J. Washington is a really solid basketball player. You know what I'm saying? And he's showing that right now. So your job is not to let him get off. Close the airspace. Don't allow him to get a good look. And you do that by hard hedging, using your length, getting your arms, getting big, getting them arms out, and trying to get deflections. But I'm not double teaming, leaving sight of my man so he can backdoor me and get a rim run, or to gain leverage and get momentum. You know what I'm saying? Coming off either the dribble handoff or the skip pass, or a basic just, you know what I'm saying, swinging the ball around the perimeter. I'm not allowing them to get any kind of momentum. You have to be able to cut that off and force them to your help, and your help needs to be able to hard hedge. Once your help hard hedges, it forces the offensive player to make a decision. Do I pick my dribble up and get off the ball? Do I keep my dribble with the hesitation in hopes that whoever the hedge man is going to recover to his man and give me that driving lane again? You know what I'm saying? Or is that hard hedge really like a soft trap? And now I got to hurry up and get off the ball or try to force a pass into a gap that might not be there, or take an extra dribble or pick my dribble up. which is gonna also, you know what I'm saying, go against the shot clock. You have to understand these things. You know what I'm saying? See, people watch basketball, but they really don't have a clue on how the game goes and where you can pick your spots, you know what I'm saying, and get quality shots. Now, that was the point I wanted to make about, you know, letting these other players, great players, play them one-on-one. If they get their numbers, then they get their numbers. But I'm not allowing the others to get off. I'm just not. And also, shifting back to the Denver series, Karl Anthony Towns has to show why everybody thought that, you know what I'm saying, he was going to be one of the best bigs in the NBA. Karl Anthony Towns hasn't played that thus far. Allowing smaller players to defend you, that always has been his problem. Karl Anthony Towns gets the ball on the block, and it seems like it's hard for him to move people. You did all that to just get one car in front of me? Come on, man. Come on, man. This don't even make no sense. What are you so, I don't understand. What you so pressed to get one car in front of me for? Dog, man. You niggas are stupid, bro. So we gotta pay attention. Karl Anthony Towns needs to show some sort of level of productivity. It just doesn't make any sense. You're that skilled and talented, but it's like you lack a mentality of, I want to put this dude in the basket. You shouldn't allow smaller guys to guard you. You just shouldn't. It's a mismatch for a reason. You have to capitalize on that. Aaron Gordon is doing a really good job when switching on to Karl Anthony Towns. But Karl Anthony Towns is not being aggressive enough. He needs to work on his footwork. He needs to work, just like how the Joker, I think Karl Anthony Towns plays a little too fast. I think Karl Anthony Towns has the same type of touch that the Joker has, but he rushes a lot of his shots around the rim. And sometimes you'll see Cat get in positions to where he commits the dumbest fouls, whether that's an offensive foul or reaching on defense. Just dumb fouls. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you put yourself in that type of situation now? Now you know that if you pick up another foul, more than likely you hurt your team because now you're going to the bench. Karl Anthony Towns is a capable defender, guarding Joker. He does a good job, along with Naj Reid. But yesterday, the coach took Naj Reid out of the game. The whole second half, didn't even play him. Naj Reid has the ability to help you on both ends of the court, especially in transition with his length, his agility, you know what I'm saying, and his quickness at his size. And then his ability to stretch the floor and knock down threes. It looked like Ant-Man needed a little bit more help yesterday, a lot of bit more help. And I thought that Naj Reid was that help. But we didn't see it because of what? We didn't see it because of what's the name? The coach decided to take motherfucking, what's the name? Chris Finch took Nickeil Alexander-Walker out the game. And also he took Naj Reid out the game. You played Rudy Gobert way too many minutes. Way too many minutes. And I thought that led to, you know, the Joker and Denver getting anything they wanted. Anything they wanted. Rudy Gobert won his 4th Defensive Player of the Year award, tying to Dikembe Mutombo, Ben Wallace, and who else? Was it Dennis Rodman? I'm sitting there looking at this like, you have to be kidding me. Rudy Gobert is always benefiting, and in a soft era where you would think that it's easy to defend, this nigga still can't defend. And I've been telling y'all this forever, even when he was in Utah. I'm like, bro, Rudy Gobert isn't really a great defender. Slow feet, not agile, doesn't have any skill. He's just tall. He can't guard threes, stretch fours, and he doesn't contest shots. The Joker got wide open looks on all his post-ups yesterday. At least put a hand up. At least put a hand up. At least put a hand up. That's all I'm saying. These niggas are driving crazy this morning. What is wrong with the nigga about to smack into the back of the car? Oh, yeah, man. That's why niggas be shooting at these niggas on the freeway because of shit like that. Stupid. These niggas play just like Rudy Gobert. These niggas drive just like Rudy Gobert play. Dumb as shit. Don't know what the hell they doing. Same shit on the freeway. Same shit. Look. And niggas speeding up just so he can break all over again. Nigga dumb. They dumb, bro. They don't know what they doing. If you late, nigga, what? If you late, nigga, 3 seconds, you still considered late to your job. So, it don't make no sense, bro. But Rudy Gobert has been robbing the NBA for years, bro. These awards, he been crying to get accolades. Like, come on, man, what are we doing, NBA? You keep rewarding guys that's not deserving just because they go to the analytics. Everything is about stats now. Like, forget the eye test. Everything is always predicated off of, oh, look at his defensive efficiency and his usage rate and all of this stupid shit. When the amount of, points per possession and all that dumb shit. It's the metrics that's killing the game. It's the metrics that's killing the game. Fuck what your eyes tell you. Rudy Gobert can't even score with. They put smaller defenders on Rudy Gobert. And that nigga 7'3". Never in a million years you would get a player 7'3". With all that size, you don't know how to be a force in the paint? That's sad. That's sad. So, they need to figure Gobert shit out. Rudy Gobert keeps exposing the NBA. Once Rudy Gobert puts up the gesture of the dollar signs after a blatant foul call on him, you know what I'm saying? And late in that fourth quarter. Nigga, why are you pushing Murray back? Even if he is by you out, he can't jump higher than you. Jamal Murray only 6'3", 6'2". Nigga, you're 7'3". You can get a rebound over Jamal Murray without jumping. What the hell are you pushing him in the back for? Just terrible. Don't even know how to get position and get a rebound. Just push people all in the back. It's sad, bro. These players that they market and promote in the NBA, bro, it's sad. They are trash cans. That nigga hella weak, nigga. Rudy Gobert is trash, bro. Never been good at nothing. Rudy Gobert is just big. Rudy Gobert don't even know how to play basketball. Have y'all watched him play basketball, bro? He don't even know how to play the game. He just big in the NBA. Say, oh, let's go overseas and go get this Europeaner. They're 7-footer. Ooh, we might be able to market him. And Rudy Gobert has been chosen. Remember, he was the COVID guinea pig. Y'all remember that? He was the COVID guinea pig. Rudy Gobert was the COVID guinea pig. Y'all remember that, right? Where he touched all the microphones in a situation to where people allegedly was losing their lives left and right. And remember, Karl Anthony Towns' mom, rest in peace, also lost her a battle with COVID. So these players are guinea pigs, bro. They're choosing. They're chosen. You have to sacrifice something. It's the NBA, and they're paid actors. These players are paid actors. Why would you make the gesture for money? We know that the refs is cheating. We know that the refs do this shit for money. But why would you make that gesture? Because he's trying to expose the NBA. It's all, you're right, it is all about the money. That's something that we've been new though. You see what I'm saying? This big 7-foot dummy don't know what the fuck to do when he get the ball, don't know how to do it. I'm like, bro, your ass, that's a waste of sperm, nigga. I'm sorry. Rudy Gobert should be 6'3". Like, you know what I'm saying? Rudy Gobert should be like 6'3". Because that nigga played dumb as shit. I don't be understanding it, man. I ain't never seen nobody play the way he play at that size, bro. You should be dominating the game. Look at Victor Wembanyama. At least he know what to do when you got a little guy on you. Like, Rudy Gobert don't have no touch around the basket, no nothing. It's just sad. You feel what I'm saying? The nigga made the gesture for money. I'm like, bro, are you serious right now? They just dumb, bro. Cam, what's good? I hear. Nigga winning all this shit. Nigga, you can't tell me Draymond Green shouldn't be no 10-time Defensive Player of the Year award recipient. If you gonna give it to Rudy Gobert, nigga, or what are we doing? Come on, NBA, NBA, NBA. You okay? NBA is sad, bro. Them niggas is trash. Come on, cuz. What are we doing? Carl Anthony trash. That's what the T stand for, nigga and cat. Carl Anthony trash. The fuck are you doing? These dudes is terrible. Jamie Hodges, salute, bro. The Knicks definitely need OG. He matters defensively and offensively. It matters. They need him for sure, for sure. It's just sad, bro. But that's it for me, man. It's been fun, y'all. Monday fun day, you know how it is. I'm gonna come back later and we can touch on the the rest of the games for tonight. But it's sad. NBA is sad, bro. These referees do a terrible job. Constantly looking up and down at the clock, looking at they stopwatches and like, okay, I gotta make a call right here. Like, come on, bro. Denver is beatable. The Joker plays zero defense. Zero. We see you, nigga. You can't disguise him on defense. He plays These big men in today's game, bro, are just bad, bro. At least back in the day, Elijah Ewing, Mourning, you know what I'm saying, Dikembe Mutombo, these players play defense, bro. These players don't play no defense right now. None. Yeah, because they don't really know basketball the way I know basketball, bro. They think everything that I say is a conspiracy. Bro, it's easy for me to break down any game, bro, any player's game, offensively, defensively, but sometimes we gotta be real. Like, the shit that you see sometimes, it's an illusion, bro. It be a lie. In everything that you see, a lot of the times is a conspiracy. A conspiracy is something that's actually real. The theory behind conspiracy is something to get you to think that it's made up when it's not. So you got to understand what a conspiracy really is. It's something that actually is happening. You know what I'm saying? So when I say certain things, I be like, bro, that's strange to me because I just see it differently. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done been around and lived a long time, bro. When you start listening to the news every day and every news channel is saying the same thing, the same exact way, and it's like, damn, you say the same exact thing. Everything is read from a script. It's a paper in front of you. So you go over your lines. It's just like acting. To be a great actor, you don't improv. Like, if you're a great actor, you know how to improv. That's why you take those improv classes, right? A lot of the times you're reading from a paper and then they say, oh, we want you to put the emotion behind it. When you read this line, make sure it's emotion and like, it's all acting. And these NBA players, a lot of them are good actors. The NBA is a spectacle, bro. It's all for entertainment purposes. Just like WWE, it's the same shit. The players act like they done gotten hit with a motherfucking right hand and they flying all the way over the damn court when a motherfucker bump you, flailing their arms. That's acting. So now I'm trying to trick the referees, and the referees know all of this stuff. They have forums and they sit down in classes and they go over tapes to be like, oh, he's a flopper. We're not going to give him that call. So why, if you know that these niggas are flopping as an NBA and a league and officials in the front office, you should crack down on flopping. I'm not giving nobody who tries to sell the call the call. Period, point blank. That's just what it is. Niggas trash cans. Wow, that's huge. That's huge, A-Hair. Brownie. We already knew that was gonna happen. He tried to put his shit in the transfer portal. I'm like, nigga, stop with all, nigga. They always try to control all of the headlines, bro. That's crazy to me. But the Clippers are really better than them, bro. The Clippers are really better than Dallas. Like, but, you know, it's the NBA, bro. They got to market these players. The NBA, like I said on Ticket shit yesterday, and shout out to Ticket, bro, they're promoting the NBA players. And let me clarify what I said yesterday in Ticket if you're listening. The NBA is promoting all international players. All the European players, the NBA is promoting them. Why you think Rudy Gobert is constantly winning Defensive Player of the Year awards, which he is not deserving of? The nigga is a trash can, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Can't guard anybody. So stop, NBA, with that bullshit. What I meant to say, he said, it doesn't make no sense of what you say. The NBA is cheating for European players. Rudy Gobert is European and the Joker is European. Well, it's easy to cheat for players that have skill and talent, like the Joker has. You can't cheat for Rudy Gobert, nigga, because he's trash. He can't do anything. So, what do you mean? That's what I was saying when I was like, nigga, you can't cheat for Rudy Gobert even if you wanted to cheat for him. He's not good at anything worth cheating over. Like, nigga, he's just there. Trash cans. That's what I meant. So, it is what it is, though. Right. And that makes sense now that you look. And I said that James Harden was going to be the death of the Clippers. I said that was a terrible trade. You should have kept it to him. You should have kept Covington, and you should have kept Morris Sr. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't do that. So now look what we have. It's just dumb, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's bad ownership. It's bad front office. It's bad coaching. The players are dumb. Like, the referees are terrible. If you mean to tell me that y'all think that the NBA is in a good place, makes no sense. NBA is dying, bro. It's bad brand of basketball that we're watching. Terrible. And they're trying to figure out, oh, how can we implement defense back into the game? First off, niggas, stop calling all them soft-ass fouls. Players, stop flopping, trying to trick the referees into calling a soft-ass foul. Players, play some defense. Give more effort. Play with more energy. You got all that energy on offense. Exude and show some of that energy, same energy on defense. Like, it's simple. It's competition. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if you got siblings or whatever, you want it to be the best, you're not going to let your sibling win. It's going to be tough. We're going to fight, scratch, claw, beat each other up, all that to win. That's what I want to see. That level of passion, that level of commitment, energy, dedication, you know what I'm saying? Competition, that's what the sport is lacking. And it's players with the wrong mentality. Everybody is soft now, bro. Everybody got a soft-ass mentality. Nobody really wants to be the best. I respect Ant-Man because Ant-Man go out there and show on both ends of the court that he wants to be the best. But at the end of the day, that might even fizzle out because they can use that as a marketing tool and they can promote Ant-Man and compare him to Jordan, Kobe, D-Wade, all these different players. You know what I'm saying? But styles make fights. So, period, point blank. But that's my time, bro. I hope everybody have a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Monday, fun day, y'all. Be productive. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. As always, it's love, live life, smile, cry, and laugh, man. Salute. Salute. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Hit them thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, man, hit the thumbs up. Appreciate you.